Hello everyone and welcome. Today we're talking about something crucial for all you hard-working business owners out there, protecting your livelihood. Running a business is a bit like navigating a ship through choppy waters. There are always challenges and unexpected storms. Now I know you're busy people and the last thing you want is to be bogged down in complicated insurance jargon. But trust me, this is important. Just like you wouldn't dream of sailing without a life jacket, you shouldn't risk your business without proper insurance. We're going to break down the 5 biggest insurable risks facing UK businesses in 2025. And don't worry, we'll do it in plain English. No confusing small print here. So grab a cuppa, settle in, and let's get down to business. First up, cyber risks. Now, we all know how important the internet is for businesses these days. It's your shop window, your marketing tool, sometimes even your entire operation. But with this reliance on technology comes a whole new set of risks. Cybercrime is on the rise, and it's not just big corporations that are targeted. In fact, small businesses are often seen as easier targets by hackers. We're talking data breaches, ransomware attacks, even something as simple as a phishing email can bring your business to its knees. Imagine this. You log into your online shop one morning only to find your entire system locked down, held hostage by ransomware. You can't access customer data, process orders, or even receive payments. It's a nightmare scenario, but sadly it's becoming increasingly common, and the costs can be devastating. We're not just talking about the ransom itself, but also the cost of recovering lost data, repairing damaged systems, and even potential legal fees. It's enough to sink a small business. Let me give you an example. A small e-commerce shop in Manchester selling handmade jewelry recently fell victim to a sophisticated phishing scam. They clicked on a link in what they thought was a genuine email from their bank, and boom, their entire system was compromised. The hackers made off with their customer database, including sensitive financial information. The shop owners were forced to contact all their customers, warn them about the breach, and advise them to change their passwords. It was a logistical nightmare, not to mention incredibly damaging to their reputation. On top of that, they had to invest heavily in new security software, hire a cybersecurity expert to help them recover their data, and deal with the legal fallout of the breach. All in all, the attack cost them close to £50,000. Now I know what you're thinking, that'll never happen to me. But the truth is, it could happen to anyone. Cyber criminals are constantly finding new and sophisticated ways to exploit vulnerabilities, and even the most tech-savvy businesses can fall prey to their tactics. So, what can you do to protect yourself? This is where CyberInsurance comes in. Now, I know insurance isn't the most exciting topic, but trust me, this is one policy you don't want to be without. CyberInsurance is specifically designed to protect businesses from the financial fallout of cyber attacks. It can cover a whole range of costs, from data recovery and system repairs to legal fees and even business interruption costs. Think of it as a safety net for your digital life. It won't prevent an attack from happening, but it will help you get back on your feet financially if the worst does happen, and that peace of mind is invaluable. So if you're running a business in this digital age, don't wait until it's too late. Talk to your insurance provider about cyber insurance and make sure you're adequately protected. Remember, prevention is always better than cure. Now let's move on to our next big risk: supply chain disruptions. In today's interconnected world, businesses rely on a complex web of suppliers, manufacturers, and distributors to get their products to market. This intricate network is the backbone of modern commerce, enabling the flow of goods across borders and continents, but this reliance also makes them vulnerable. Any disruption in one part of the chain can have a ripple effect, impacting the entire system. Think of your supply chain like a chain. It's only as strong as its weakest link. A single weak point can compromise the entire structure. And in recent years, we've seen just how fragile those links can be. Major events have exposed the vulnerabilities in our supply chains. From the ongoing impact of Brexit and the COVID-19 pandemic to political instability and extreme weather events, there are a multitude of factors that can disrupt global supply chains. Each of these events can cause significant delays and shortages. These disruptions can manifest in different ways. They can halt the movement of goods, leading to bottlenecks and backlogs. You might experience delays in receiving raw materials, components, or finished products. This can slow down production and affect delivery schedules. You might face shortages of essential supplies, driving up prices and impacting your profit margins. Increased costs can strain your financial resources. Or you might even find yourself completely cut off from key suppliers, bringing your entire operation to a standstill. This can be catastrophic for any business. And let's be clear, these disruptions aren't just a minor inconvenience. They require immediate attention and strategic planning to mitigate their effects. They can have a significant impact on your bottom line, damaging your reputation, and even threatening the viability of your business. It's crucial to understand and prepare for these risks. Let me illustrate this with an example. A manufacturing firm in Birmingham specializing in bespoke furniture recently learned a harsh lesson about supply chain vulnerability. They relied heavily on a particular type of sustainably sourced timber imported from a specific region in Southeast Asia. Then, disaster struck. A combination of extreme weather events and political instability in the region led to a complete halt in timber exports. The furniture firm found themselves with a dwindling stock of timber, unable to fulfill existing orders or take on new business. They desperately searched for alternative suppliers, but the lead times were long and the prices were significantly higher. As a result, they had to delay deliveries to customers, some of whom cancelled their orders out of frustration. The financial impact was significant, costing the firm an estimated £100,000 in lost revenue and additional expenses. This story highlights the ripple effect of supply chain disruptions. What might seem like a distant problem can quickly escalate into a major crisis for your business, impacting every aspect of your operations. So, how can you mitigate the risks of supply chain disruptions? While you can't control global events, you can control how you respond to them. And that's where business interruption insurance comes in. Now, this type of insurance is often overlooked, but it can be a lifesaver in situations like this. It's designed to cover the loss of income your business suffers if you're forced to halt or reduce operations due to circumstances beyond your control, such as supply chain disruptions. Think of it as a financial safety net that can help you weather the storm. It can cover a range of costs, including lost profits, fixed expenses like rent and utilities, and even the cost of finding alternative suppliers or relocating your operations. Of course, every policy is different, so it's important to read the fine print and make sure you have the right level of cover for your specific needs. But having business interruption insurance in place can provide invaluable peace of mind, knowing that you're financially protected if the unexpected happens. Now let's talk about something that might seem unlikely, but trust me, it's becoming increasingly important: natural disasters. These events are no longer rare occurrences. They are becoming more frequent and severe. We're not just talking about earthquakes and hurricanes here, folks. The scope of natural disasters is broadening. Climate change is bringing more extreme weather to our shores, and that means floods, storms, even heat waves can cause serious disruption to businesses. These events can strike without warning, leaving a trail of destruction in their wake. You might think, it'll never happen to me, but the statistics paint a different picture. The reality is no one is immune. The Association of British Insurers reported that claims for flood damage alone have been rising steadily over the past decade. This trend is a clear indicator of the growing threat. In fact, just last year, a small bakery in Cornwall was forced to close for months after severe flooding, costing tens of thousands of pounds in repairs and lost business. The impact was devastating. Now imagine that was your business. The emotional and financial toll can be overwhelming. You've poured your heart and soul into making it a success, and suddenly it's all at risk because of something completely out of your control. It's a nightmare scenario. That's where the right insurance comes in. It acts as a safeguard, a buffer against the unexpected. We're not talking about breaking the bank here either. Affordable options are available. A good property insurance policy can provide a vital safety net, covering the cost of repairs, replacing damaged stock, even helping with alternative premises if your own is unusable. It's a comprehensive solution. It's about having that peace of mind, knowing that you're protected if the worst should happen. In today's unpredictable world, that peace of mind is priceless. And it's not just about the immediate damage, you see. The consequences can be far-reaching and long-lasting. Natural disasters can have a ripple effect on your business. Think about it. The initial impact is just the beginning, even if your premises escape unscathed. What if a flood blocks the roads and prevents deliveries? Your supply chain could be severely disrupted. What if a storm knocks out the power for days, forcing you to close your doors? No electricity means no operations. These disruptions can be just as costly as the physical damage itself. You might lose income, and the financial strain can be overwhelming. Face penalties for missed deadlines, which can add up quickly, even suffer reputational damage if you can't deliver on promises to your customers. Customer trust is hard to rebuild once lost. It's a domino effect that can quickly escalate, turning a manageable situation into a full-blown crisis. That's why it's crucial to consider business interruption insurance alongside your property coverage. It's a safeguard against the unexpected. This type of policy can help cover lost income and ongoing expenses during the period you're unable to operate as usual. It's essential for recovery. It's like having a financial cushion to fall back on while you get your business back on its feet. Peace of mind is invaluable. Remember, we're not just talking about massive corporations here. Small businesses are equally vulnerable. Even a small disruption can be devastating for a small business. The impact can be more personal and immediate. So don't wait for disaster to strike before you think about protection. Plan ahead and safeguard your future. Taking the time to assess your risks and put the right insurance in place is an investment in your business's future. Think of it as a safety net, not a cost. Speak to an insurance broker or financial advisor. Many like me offer free initial consultations. They can help you understand the specific risks you face in your area and tailor a policy that meets your needs and budget. Don't just assume your existing coverage is sufficient. Review it regularly, especially as your business grows and changes, to ensure you have adequate protection. Remember, being prepared for the unexpected is just good business sense. It's about protecting your livelihood, your employees, and everything you've worked so hard to build. Now, we all know running a business isn't just about selling widgets or offering services. It's also a legal tightrope walk. You're constantly navigating regulations, contracts, and potential liabilities. And let's face it, legal troubles can be a real drain on your time, energy, and most importantly, your hard-earned cash. Think about it. A customer slips on a wet floor in your shop. A client claims your advice led to financial losses. These situations might seem unlikely, but they happen every day, and the financial fallout can be crippling for small businesses. We're talking legal fees, compensation, payouts, the whole shebang. But don't panic just yet. This is where the right insurance can be your safety net. We're not talking about just any insurance, but specific policies designed to protect your business from those legal landmines. First up, let's talk about professional indemnity insurance. This is crucial for anyone offering advice or services like consultants, accountants, designers, you name it. It protects you if a client alleges they suffered financial loss due to your professional negligence. Let's say you're a financial advisor and a client claims they lost money because of your investment recommendations. Professional indemnity insurance would cover your legal defense costs and any potential payout if you're found liable. It's like having a legal expert in your corner ready to fight your case and protect your business. But it's not just about professional services. If your business interacts with the public, you'll also need public liability insurance. This covers you for accidents or injuries that occur on your business premises or due to your business operations. Imagine a customer tripping over a loose cable in your shop and injuring themselves. Public liability insurance would cover their medical expenses, legal costs, and any potential compensation claims. It's a vital safety net for any business with a physical presence. The good news is that these insurance policies are more affordable than you might think. And trust me, the cost of not having them far outweighs the premiums. It's a small price to pay for peace of mind, knowing you're protected if the unexpected happens. Remember that old saying, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure? Well, that applies perfectly here. Having the right insurance in place is about being proactive, protecting your business and ensuring its longevity. Don't wait for a legal issue to arise before you start thinking about insurance. By then, it'll be too late. Get in touch with a reputable broker, discuss your specific needs, and get the right cover in place. Now, let's talk about your most valuable asset, your employees. They're the backbone of your business and their well-being is paramount, but as any business owner knows, employee-related risks are a reality we can't ignore. We're talking workplace accidents, illness, disputes, you name it. These situations are not only stressful, but they can also lead to significant financial burdens for your business. Think sick pay, medical expenses, legal battles, the list goes on. But here's the good news, there's a specific type of insurance designed to protect you from these risks, employer's liability insurance. In fact, in the UK, it's a legal requirement for most businesses with staff. So if you haven't got it already, consider this your friendly nudge to get it sorted. Section 2, protecting everyone. Now, you might be thinking, Martin, my workplace is safe, my employees are careful, and that's fantastic, but accidents can happen even in the most well-run businesses. Imagine this. An employee slips on a wet floor in your office and breaks their leg. Employer's liability insurance would cover their medical expenses, lost wages, and any potential legal costs if they decide to make a claim. It's a safety net for both your employee and your business, but it's not just about accidents. Employer's liability insurance also covers you for things like work-related illnesses. For example, if an employee develops carpal tunnel syndrome from repetitive tasks, this insurance can help with medical costs and potential compensation claims. Now, I know some business owners might see employer's liability insurance as just another expense, but let me tell you, it's not just a legal requirement, it's a moral obligation. Your employees work hard for your business, and it's your responsibility to ensure their well-being is protected. Having employer's liability insurance demonstrates that you care about their welfare and are prepared to support them if the unexpected happens. Remember, your employees are your greatest asset. Protecting them with the right insurance is not just good business sense, it's the right thing to do. There you have it, the top 5 insurable risks for UK businesses in 2025, from cyber attacks to natural disasters, legal liabilities to employee-related issues. These risks might seem daunting, but you don't have to face them alone. At Focus Insurance Services, we are FCA-regulated brokers, offering transparent and affordable insurance solutions for SMEs, sole traders and fleet owners across the UK. We're here to help you understand the risks, find the right cover and protect your business for the long haul. Visit focusinsurance.co.uk today for a free, no-obligation risk assessment. Let's work together to secure your business future.